Located right in the middle of Columbus, Ohio, is a salvage yard that actually has some of the old 50s and 60s cars still in them. Even though they have to recycle a lot of the cars that come in just due to space constraints, they still keep a lot of the older cars around.
Hi, I'm here with Paul Baker at All City Auto Wrecking. Paul, how long have you been here?
25 years.
25 years? Mm-hmm. In the same spot?
Uh-huh.
I noticed that you're one of the only salvage yards in Columbus that has older vehicles. Do you have a lot of them?
I've got 2,000 vehicles here, probably got a couple hundred of them that's in the 50s, 60s, another 200 or 300 early 70s. I personally have probably 20, 25 antique or collector cars. It's part of my hobby.
I see, and I noticed that when I went inside that you didn't have a computer or anything, so you know whatever's out there in your head. So you just got it all memorized, the whole 2,000 cars. I noticed that. That's impressive. Now you're looking at the whole yard. And way back in the back, you'll find me with a 1957 Pontiac Super Chief. Behind me is a mid-60s Pontiac station wagon. As you can see, the cars are packed in here pretty tightly, but behind me we have several 60s and 70s luxury vehicles. If you look, there's the blue one and the brown one right next to it. Those are Cadillacs. Right next to it to the left, you'll see a Lincoln Continental with suicide doors. Also around here, you'll find that you have several Thunderbirds. Even though they're packed in pretty tightly and everything's close together, you can see there's a lot of vehicles here to offer. Here I am standing on an old tire in the middle of a bunch of 1950s cars. Right here we have a old Ford with, it happens to have a 1973-74 parking pass from Ohio State University on it. Here we are on the other side of the vehicles. This is the Ford Crestline. The bright work looks to be okay. The glass is still salvageable. I see we have some surface rust here, but it doesn't look too dented, so this might be usable as well. And I just got really muddy. Next to me we have a Nash. Now we're next to the Nash. Some of the sheet metal might be salvageable. The glass looks to be in fair condition. Behind the Nash we have a Hudson. This is the Superjet. I like the bright work over little visors over the windows, and as you can see, it has the antenna sticking out above the windshield. And then next to the Hudson, we have a Lincoln Continental. Right here we have the Lincoln Continental. I think it's a 59 or a 60. As you can see, it's got the canted headlights. Overall, I don't think the car looks bad. I'm sure sitting in the mud, the bottom's probably all rusted, but the interior doesn't look too bad. Beyond that, we have a Pontiac. We'll get that from the other side. Okay, so here we have what we believe to be a 1960 Pontiac.
Back in a corner that's kind of hard to get to, I'm back here filming. It looks like a nice old Cadillac here. We also have an old Pontiac there. What is that? About a 57 or so Pontiac. Well, there's some nice old cars back in there too. Kind of hard to get to a lot of these cars here though. We'll just get a quick shot of these and then we'll... Well, there's an old wagon.
If you don't mind climbing around, you actually might find the diamond in the rough. Okay, back in the corner by the fence, as you can see, we found some cars that have been here for some time. Over there we got some cars from the 50s. Right on here we have some cars from the 70s. Back behind me, we got some cars from the 60s. All mixed in among the new vehicles. Here we are with the 38 Buick. Not much left of it. Back behind me is an old Ford station wagon. Here's an early 70s Pontiac with the engine still in it. Look at this Ford. And right next to it we have a mid-60s Galaxie Convertible. Here's a row of some old 60s cars, including a Ford station wagon. Check out that old Ford. There's a 61, 62 Buick. And right over here is a couple of old Fords. Hey, that old 60s Mercury still has its taillights. They're cool looking. Wow, look at all these parts. Everything.